Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and friends. I'm Stan Houston. This is Interesting Ideas coming your way on a Saturday. Now, on Saturday, the last couple of Saturdays, I have been doing readings from Randy, Pastor Randy Helm, the cowboy creature, teacher, preacher, and I'm going to try and turn him into a cowboy podcaster. But he has a wonderful things called Lessons from Horses, and I am reading that time and time again. And I'm also reading a book called Thinking Like a Horse. Thinking Like a Horse by Grant. And I'm going to try and get these two gentlemen together because you will learn so much about life and about horses. And that's important. One of my favorite expressions when I think about even the community of people I'm with, there's an old saying that I think is somewhat good for those of us who believe that we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings who have a human experience, and it's good and it's bad and it's difficult from time to time, but that doesn't mean that we aren't spiritual beings. And the line is, the souls that love God are like horses. They know each other by smell. Just let that sit on your head for a while and maybe fall off and sit on your nose. The souls that love God, they know each other by smell. Well, today is Saturday, and I think I'll have Randy. I think I'll do that for the maybe a Sunday night little meditation, kind of a Sunday night meeting. But today, because I thought about this as I was reading one of my kind of colleagues. His name is Seth Godin, and some of you know of him. He looks like me, well, in the sense that we have the same haircut. Like I said, I get a haircut every day, and he must get one like that too. And he came out today saying, in effect, how would you like it if somebody would just every day dump some trash in your front yard or at the door of your apartment? Well, you wouldn't like it. And that caused me to think about, what could it be that that your smartphone is making you less smart, kind of dumb, and maybe depressed? Could it be that your smartphone is making you less smart, kind of dumb, and maybe more depressed? Well, let's just take a few minutes to think about that and see if that could be true, but let's kind of end it on a powerful, positive note. I'm Stan Houston. The program is Interesting Ideas, and for this Saturday, it begins right now. Well, here we go. This is what Seth said today in his blog, and he tries to do this daily. He puts out a lot of stuff, and he's been doing it for years. He says, the good news. What if there were a pipeline into your day, a series of emails or posts or feeds that had nothing but nice things, some positive feedback and encouragement coming your way? Amazingly, you could build something like that in just a few minutes and have it forever. Yeah, you really could. If the bad news, comments, drama, and controversy is simply manipulating you into a certain state without productive efforts or effects, consider turning it off. Now, I'll just jump in. As I've said, one of the nicest inventions, or one of the toughest inventions, is the switch. I don't like the message. I can click and switch. And if I do like the message, I can leave it there, and I can always change it. Well, here's we go. There's no obligation to help someone else's business model. No requirement that the device in your pocket change your mental state for the worse. And no upside to allowing media companies to make a profit by drumping and dumping trash on your front yard. There's a growing body of data that shows that the growth of smartphones has also led to a significant decrease in optimism and life satisfaction, particularly among young people. But it's not the phone that's the problem. It's the way attention is manipulated by the companies that create the apps on our smartphones. And maybe we shouldn't consider them so smart. Hey, just a few thoughts on that. What do you think of that? I've oftentimes said that that's, even though I am a man of the media, the challenge is be careful of it. I'm a great fan of a book you all should read. The man, I admired him, and I was trying to figure out if I could still get in touch with him. His name is Neil Postman, and he had a premature passing, but he wrote a book years ago called Amusing Ourselves to Death. And it was what we are doing with the media. And the media has become, in many cases, through the smartphones, obviously addictive to many people. I mean, take it away for 24 hours. If you lose it, it's almost, oh my God, what am I going to do? Obviously, I'm going to replace it, and it's going to cost a lot of money and all that. But that means that I won't have it for 24 or 48, maybe 72, maybe 96 hours. How will I make it through life without my phone? So a couple suggestions that might be helpful and useful. First of all, I'm trying to really discipline myself. I'm like some of you with my iPhone, and I get an update every week on my screen time, how much screen time at least I put in on that phone or that device every day. And it'll tell me whether I'm doing more or less. And I have made a resolution that I'm going to work to keep it less. I'm going to just make a mental note of that. I want to see I'm not going to keep track of the time. I just want to see the word less when it comes. All right. Now, one of the reasons I didn't get I have a iPhone 7, which drives my kids crazy because they, Dad, that's really an old phone. And I say, well, I'm an old man. And, well, the primary reason is I have a smaller version of it. And that fits easier in my pocket or in my briefcase or my carry-on or whatever the case might be. Plus, it's hard to read a lot of the stuff. Now, I can get my text if I need that, and obviously I can check my email, and I can make phone calls, which is about the limit of what I really want to do with that little phone. I mean, it's got a small screen, so it's, if I see that there's something that I might be interested in, I'll say, well, maybe I'll check on that later. By the time I can forget it. But it's not a handy phone for watching a video. It's not a handy phone for doing a lot of reading. It works out well for me to keep it small. If there's something that I see there, and remember, it's in the business of distracting you. That's what all that teaser trailer stuff is all about. You're actually looking for something, or you've been attracted to something, and so you're going there, but on the way, something else is saying, what about me? What about me? Pay attention to me. And we do. And so I'm trying to be very, very conscious of when I go for something, I'm going to see these things all the time that could be interesting, and I'm just saying, yes, it could be interesting. I might enjoy it, but I'm not doing that now. And the smaller the phone, the smaller the screen, the less temptation, the less likelihood is that I will just read something that is neither productive nor of good effect. Remember, is it productive for good effect? Is it effective? Is it good for my heart, mind, and spirit? And so I try to limit it. I think I have 3 or 4, which I enjoy because they are encouraging. They help me to think about some things that are important for my heart, mind, and spirit. But except for those 2 or 3 apps or blogs that I count on knowing that I'm not going to get dumped on, I'm not going to get distracted, I'm going to just simply have the opportunity, as it says, think on good things. Fill your mind with good things. What you think about, you become. What you hear, you become. What you read, you become. And that's what I oftentimes put on my podcast. You are what you hear. And so you should listen to a podcast like me, who is hopefully going to entertain you, perhaps give you some good information. But I'm not going to try and dump on you or to get you to do stuff you don't want to do or to distract you. And I don't try and sell a lot of stuff. I try and sell myself and my services, but I'm not here to try and get you to subscribe. Or please make sure you recommend me. If you give a referral to people, I'll give you a gift card. Get away from it. This one guy is very, very proud that he started a blog and now he's got 400,000 subscribers. And I just want to say to him, that means nothing. If you got that many in this short of time, you do not have 400,000 followers. Don't fool yourself. I don't know how that happened, but I can guarantee you is that they are short-term and they're going to go away, and you're going to find your open rate is less and less. And part of the reason is actually he's kind of predictable and boring. He's not bad. He's pretty good. But it's not worth my time and energy to get predictable, kind of good. And so I pass that on, and I will soon, now that I've discovered that, I will unsubscribe it and be on my way. So can I just encourage you this week to be, that's a great analogy. I love, Seth is a good writer. How would you like it if someone would come and dump trash on your front door or on your front yard every day? And yet at the same time, because of that machine, I spend time, I become less smart, maybe dumber, more distracted, and more depressed. Now, my job is to take that same media from time to time and in 12 or 15 minutes say, I hopefully did something that'll make your life a little bit better with an interesting idea and a challenge and maybe something that might inspire you. But I'm now done. End of rant, end of my reflection. But it's just something that, thank you, Seth Godin. It just reminded me of something that I need to do, and that's to be more aware of the demon in the machine. That's right. Be aware of the demon in the machine. I'm Stan Houston. The program is Interesting Ideas. I'll be right back. I'll be right back just to simply ask you the question as we go into this second half of the year. First of all, learn how to be on the radio. I'm going to talk a little bit about something that I've just put together, which said, here are the 3 things you've got to do to be successful. You have to get a coach and be a coach. You're going to have to learn what it means to be a 3% person. Yes, And you're going to have to learn how to be at least an aspiring master of self-expression. You're going to have to learn how to use this modern media and not be corrupted by it, and hopefully, turn the spigot to the good stuff and get it away from all the crap and bad stuff. That's your mission. If it is, I can help you. StanHouston@gmail.com. StanHouston@gmail.com. Best and blessings for the weekend. Do a little work. Get caught up. Reflection. That's right. Do a little rest, some recreation, and then take some time to do what you were made for. Find out how you can find a place to worship. And that will get you ready for Monday. And we'll see you tomorrow, or for sure Monday or Tuesday. Best and blessings. Till next time. Bye for now.